Real talk, no BS, no scripts, no favors, no referee. What they won't say, we address it directly. Street news, street politics, respect the integrity. Yeah. Real talk, no BS, no filters, no cap, no sensitivity. From the corner to the porch, just the recipe. If it ain't real life, don't mention me. This for the blocks where the cameras don't stay, where the truth get buried under headlines and pay. We don't glamorize pain, we contextualize facts, put the story in order, then we give it right back. Politics in the street.
What's the deal, man? Hey, man, yeah, the camera looking a little different, man. I'm looking at you here, man, but I see you up here too, man. Hey, don't worry about nothing. Look, like, share, sub up. Tell a friend, tell Tim I'll do it again. Bang that notification bell so you don't miss some more videos, shorts, demonstrations, or why No Jumper might be the new platform for new age genocide within the media world. Now, when I say this, right, I mean the careers, it's either hindered dramatically or just killed off. Look at Doughboy, Brick Baby, House Phone. It's a couple of people that came across No Jumper that their bravado ain't the same bravado no more. You dig? So we're gonna get into this, man. Ricky, Adam 22, Doughboy, and Moose, man. You dig what I'm saying? They sitting down politicking over Spotty Face and Munchie B leaving. And if you ask me, I think it's a lot deeper than that. It's a way, way, way more deeper spectrum of a conversation than what we really think it is. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to commentate. You dig what I'm saying? And we're going to move from there. Legal.
We announced in the group chat that it appeared that, like, you know, Spotty Face and Jay Hood might be the more realistic fight. I kind of sensed some relief.
Yeah, he definitely was like, thank God.
I wasn't tripping, man. I was ready to get down, man. I was ready to really, really get down. And like, I still am. So if it don't get pushed out the way, he's still going to get his issue. But if not, Moose going to get it.
I didn't sense relief, though. I felt like he was begging for the ass whooping more. He was like, absolutely not.
I didn't sense that he was upset that his fight was taken from him.
So he was capping.
I mean, he's definitely putting on a little lion's face, you know, and that. But we could all agree that, you know, maybe we could find a better matchup for Doughboy. Right. I could say that much.
I think Doughboy doesn't agree. We all agree. We all don't want to see.
But he can agree in case it happens.
Right. I got it.
How many outs has he been given and that he just refuses to take?
I mean, I kind of respect it. You know,
at this point, what do y'all expect Doughboy to do? Y'all done did everything on that platform, or allowed everything on that platform to crush the bravado of Doughboy. Doughboy wasn't going through all this on wilding out, all deaf in the classroom. He wasn't going through all this. He damn sure wasn't getting into it with no members talking about we gonna squabble for this bag. This is what I mean by a deep dive of the situation, right? You got Doughboy out here looking crazy, wild, wow. And I know y'all can see me. Man out here looking crazy, right? Because he's trying to reinvent himself on another platform. When in all actuality, he's bigger than the platform, but got diminished by going on the platform. You hear me? Now, I think smart thing might have been able to do. You trying to get back into your comedical bag, whatever. Go to 85 South. Why you didn't go to 85 South, Doughboy? This was a hindrance to your career as a comedian. Whatever you feel you do in this media space, it was a hindrance towards, bro. Because, and this is crazy, right? But it's life. We're measured by the respect and bravado of what we have when a person see us get into a situation or altercation, right? Okay, then we're called scary, soft, and all this other weird ish. when the bag doesn't want to be fumbled. So we're wrong to say face because of popularity and what the internet wants to see. But you ain't pointing no fingers at the person that orchestrated all of it and let it go on. Now make it make sense, right? If there's no violence at no jumper, bullying is a form of violence. Intimidation is a form of violence. But you allow these things to go on for the narrative of the play that you want to push at the time. Your name shouldn't be Adam 22. Maybe Genecide 12. I mean, yeah, this is gonna be one of them videos, y'all. Don't worry about nothing. This damn sure gonna be one of them videos. You know what? We're gonna get back to it so y'all can see exactly what I'm saying.
Ouch, man.
Doughboy strikes me as a guy that's like getting beat to a bloody pulp and like he's like missing teeth and he's like, you hit like a bitch.
I take my bullshit to the end. So
Okay.
I was gonna go all the way with it.
I don't think he would duck the fight, but I think that once he realized that the fight might duck him, I feel like he was a little bit relieved.
Yeah, you're like Israel. You're just a little opportunistic.
The contracts have been signed, so if they move my opponent, I just got to fight somebody else. So we'll figure it out.
Wow.
I'm good with it.
What do you feel about? Because you came in here.
I ain't gonna hold you, dope boy. The only way you don't have that fight with Spotty Face is because of Adam 22. I'm sorry, I'm not even finna sugarcoat it. If you don't have that fight with Spotty, it's because of Adam, bro. Straight up and down. This is the only person I see on the internet that takes zero accountability for anything that happens on his platform. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all definitely gonna see it. It's wow.
Here you had a lot of camaraderie with Spody you developed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You felt like he was a great guy. That's why you even wanted to spar with him podcast wise and in the ring. What do you feel about Adam running him off?
For the record, J Hood ran him off.
But that was an agent of Whack, which is agent of you.
I mean, that's the narrative that people are running with. But for the record, I asked Spootyface if he was cool with J Hood coming on the pod, and he said yes. And I didn't know that them having a disagreement about Whack was going to result in them basically challenging each other to a fight, which didn't happen because Spootyface went and got something out of his car as opposed to actually engaging in a fight.
And that's a Whack narrative that you've been running with too, because we don't have any proof of that other than Whack saying that.
Well, I've been told that by various people,
J Hood and Whack,
including people who won't say it on camera.
Are you
Get on him,
I don't
man.
know about that.
Okay, wait.
Talk to him, Moose, man.
That's not up for debate.
I think
What's not up for debate? The fact that you and Wack is so close that y'all know the plays before the plays even get put out there. The fact that you knew J Hood was basically his right hand in this mess, like his nephew. Yeah, we call them balls, and strikes, spade, right? You can't speak on it because it tells your dirty laundry too. Adam 22, you used to be something okay for the hip hop world. When the last time you had a real interview with somebody that's really in the game? The world will wait. We're gonna get back to this content though.
that is up for debate. That's straight from Whack and J Hood. That is absolutely
that's
up for
coming from
debate.
people I've talked to, and that's coming from the person who has access to the cameras.
Name names.
But they said that when they tucked off, they went around the corner.
I got cameras up and down.
Hold on, access to the cameras. Last time I checked, Josh did a lot of your camera work, sir. A lot of your camera work, my boy. So what you mean? Make sense, Adam.
Down this whole block.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. That's a Whack and J Hood narrative. We're not believing that as fact right off the bat.
We did see.
Okay.
How come in that moment you didn't say like, "Hey, yo, nah, like I'm not cool with that."
Who am I to tell two big menacing Crips that they're not allowed to go shoot the friendly. Now, if
You're the CEO.
But what,
you could have made that.
They
call.
want to leave the building. I told them don't do it in my parking lot. They said, okay, we're going to go down the street.
Crips enforcing officers.
If I knew that one of them was going to take it to the level of going and get the whoop-de-whoop, then I would have been more concerned. But if they wanted to just go have a little like friendly in the parking lot, I mean, that's not really my problem, right?
So what is a whoop-de-wop, Adam? And y'all don't see what I say when I say this shit is genocide. Okay, cool. We're gonna go on a little further. It's no hit. Trust me, it's no hit.
I didn't think it was that big a deal.
But it didn't seem like Spody's energy was matching that. It was definitely a J Hood energy. It was a whack, defend and whack energy. It came from J Hood from the beginning of the podcast. You could tell.
But if you watch it, it's like Spodyface was saying things to J Hood that were like essentially like designed to get it to the. But like when you say, "Hey, that's a PC move," especially to someone who has had controversy on the internet because they were on a yard that is not like a PC yard, but a 50-50 yard. I mean, you don't really like say that to somebody like J Hood without expecting that it's going to go there. Right?
No, I understand that, but people are kind of misplacing that because that's after J Hood said.
Understanding and still pressing through is two different things. Okay, cool. Yeah, he was on a 50-50 yard. We all know that. We all know that. Cool. Just because the 60% is cool with it, it's still 40 other percent that still feel they don't know, they don't like it, they don't rock with it, right? And you break that 40% down however you think you need to, right? But to sit here now out your face and stick up for whacking J Hood is crazy. Because you don't know J Hood, but J Hood came through whack 100 and you know whack, so he's cool, right? And then you go as far as to tell Moose, hey, I can't speak on that. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Oh, okay. So that means you and Wack had a conversation and you told Wack you was going to, blow off or defend the conversation, right? Even as far as to throw Spody face into the bus, bro, we know who you talking about, bro. He went to go grab the whoop-de-wop. Make it make sense, Adam. Make it make sense.
Yeah, we could squabble.
They both
that's
escalated.
After, that's after J Hood, and then Spody's like, "Oh, you doing this kind of?" He felt like he was cloud chasing. That's why he said the PC comment. I feel like, and then that escalated even further. But J Hood had already said we could squabble. After the pod, we could squabble.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it was just as surprising to me as everybody. Everybody thinks I have like divine knowledge of how these things are going to play out, and in reality, I thought that J Hood was just going to be a good addition to the pod, and I thought, notably, when I had Munchie and J Hood on the podcast together, I talked about how I thought that it was important that I get them on the same page. I didn't know that there was going to be any potential for conflict between Spodyface and J Hood, and I didn't know that the whack thing was going to be the thing that like was so serious that they would feel the need to go handle each other out in the parking lot.
But you don't feel any responsibility for you being the person that headed the whack conversation and kind of brought up the things. So Spody wasn't saying any gay stuff. You're like, Spody's always saying whack's gay. And then that sparked the conversation that led to the fight.
mean, like, I don't understand how me bringing up a person that one of them likes and one of them doesn't like is like why would I think that would lead to them fighting?
Yeah, I don't think it would, but
you're an antagonist, you're an instigator, and you look for content. You look for the pop and the boom in your content. You've been doing that for the last 4 years, bro. When AD and T-Rail and all them left, you start looking for things that yank at the content. Literally. So, in your mind, oh, I didn't know what this would do. Right. I'm just a 40-something-year-old man, and I just don't know. That's some bullshit, bro. That's bull. Now, if for whatever reason, right, you honestly didn't know, then you are the most simple-minded person I've ever come across in my life. I don't think that's the case with you, though, Adam. You set up plays. You literally set up plays for this. So you knew if I sprinkle a little bit on this, Spotty gonna latch onto it, right? If I say this, if I poke at him just a little bit with this, he's gonna say something to make J Hood say something. J Hood is Wax's nephew, right? Why wouldn't he take up for his uncle? You knew the play, bro, and you set it up there. And now you trying to out this man on some whole other. And all this is alleged. We don't know nothing. We ain't seen no tape. But you going as far as to say, if I knew he was going to go outside and then go to the car and get the whoopty wop. What's the whoopty wop? For all we know, the whoopty wop was a case for his fucking glass. But we gonna see. We're gonna see the rest of what he say. Let's go.
If I'd said that and I didn't think that would lead to them fighting and it did, I feel like I would have a responsibility to defuse the situation.
No. I don't think that the responsibility comes in there. That's why I asked Adam why he didn't stop it the way that you stopped the altercation happening between Moose and
You're
Wax.
supposed to jump in front of Spotty
You
like
basically
that.
said that you just, because you don't want violence at the building. So even though these are two established Crips, reputables from their hood, you feel like you shouldn't insert yourself in their problems. You are the boss of this building, which gives you the right to say, nah, like this is a violence-free space, even friendlies.
I could have
Right.
tried. I could have said like, no, please don't go fight. But ultimately, like if they want to leave the building and go fight, it's kind of like out of my hands, right?
Right.
Yeah, I just don't think it's.
They're grown
I just in that moment would have liked you to see you be like, nah, bro, like I'm not cool with that. Because
Well, if I knew that Spotty Face was going to go and get the whoopty wop, then I would have probably said that. But I thought that
Allegedly.
they were going to do something that was a little bit more chill. When I found out that Spotty Face was, I guess, not into the whole fair fight thing, that's what kind of blew my mind later on when I realized that, like, oh, I thought they were about to shoot a fair one. Turns out Spotty Face just wanted to shoot somebody.
Also, though, how could it be
I don't
a fair
believe
one
that.
if they don't?
I don't believe it. I'm not even finna run with the narrative of that. I feel like Spotty Face went out there with the mind of, hey, okay, you wanna squabble, we finna squabble. I do not believe that he went and grabbed anything whatsoever. I don't. It ain't enough. It ain't enough here to say that he did, except Adam. Y'all gotta pay attention, man. But this the platform that y'all chase to run to, right? Y'all fight to run to, right? If I don't make it on No Jumper ever in life, I will never lose sleep. Hey, no disrespect to the company. You do what you do, Adam. But for the ones of us that know what you're doing and how you doing it, yeah, you foul.
Seriously, don't believe that?
I really don't believe that
Wow,
at
that's
all.
crazy.
Just because it came from Wack and J Hood first, and then now
you
it's
really
like
think
from
J
the.
Hood would lie about that?
I don't know. I
Spotty
really
Face
don't
is the only
know.
person who has an incentive to lie about it.
But it just doesn't really make sense. Like, why would he go outside, even agree to go outside if he was just gonna go to the car and get a weapon?
So no punches were thrown. Is that confirmed that nobody got hit?
I personally, I think punches were thrown because I don't understand how J Hood had an egg on his head and how Spotty Face's glasses disappeared. But I think like Spotty Face and J Hood, basically, I know that they got on the phone and agreed to not discuss what happened outside. So that's why I think it's confusing to people and they don't feel like they're getting the full story because they came to an agreement between each other to not tell the full story. But along the way, various people have kind of leaked the full story. So
Yeah,
I feel like I have an understanding of what happened, even though even tomorrow, I don't think J Hood's going to sit there and like give everybody the juicy details that they probably want, you know?
it's just still not.
I will be going to get the content on that and reacting to it. Matter of fact, hey, look, y'all know where No Jumper at, man. This man done put a whole allegation on Spotty Face. That's crazy. How you put a jacket on somebody that you don't have the full knowledge of, or you do it, you're just trying to, again, spend some content. That's crazy word. Because what you don't see and what you don't understand or realize, right? Go ahead and get that up out of here. Y'all slide No Jumper and watch the rest of that. That's what I feel y'all want to do. I'm going to put that right there as far as that little piece of segment of whatnot. And I'm gonna end it like this. You press so hard to get to No Jumper. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. There's already 2 other platforms that are doing what No Jumper does. But it don't get the shine that it deserves because No Jumper pretty big, right? Damn near 5 million subs, pretty big, right? But is it worth all the scrutiny, the bad PR, the plays, the spun content? Right? Because in this, he further go on to say he don't have no sympathy for Munchie B. There was no proof that that was a tool that Munchie B had. No proof. None of that. Looked like it might have been a phone clip or something. For real. But in real time, while they live, he get caught on meta glasses. And Adam just, yeah, that was what it was. He putting a lot of jackets on people and it don't make sense. It's crazy work. Hey, man, look, y'all like, share, sub up, man. Tell a friend, tell Tim I'll do it again, man. Bang that notification bell so you don't miss no more videos, shorts, demonstrations, or shit being called the way it need to be called. Shit, before we get up out of here, free and half-a. And y'all go tap in with my brother Smooth Groove, man. And hey, man, hey, one more again for the one more again. Like, share, sub up, tell a friend, tell Tim I'll do it again. Bang that notification bell so you don't miss no more videos, shorts, demonstrations, or me exposing the craziness of No Jumper again. In the meantime, twins, I rock with you.
Streets in the system, same cycle repeating, nobody really listens. We talk consequences, not rumors and clout. What happened, why it happened, who it really about. No names, no industry, hand on the scale, just voices from the pavement. Try not to fail, every episode pressure, every word got weight. We don't chase controversy, we document fate. Let the city feel intense, we unpack it clean. No sensation, no spins, just the truth in between. In between. Real talk, no BS.